And we're rolling.
What's up, everybody? How you doing out there? Welcome to my Cowboys family.
What's up, YouTube? My Cowboys family here, bringing you guys the latest update on the Dallas Cowboys. For those of you guys who are just joining us right now, we are trying something a little bit different today. So we definitely want to hear from you guys. Let us know your opinions in the comments. Once the stream is over, we actually can't see your comments in the chat right now, guys. Unfortunately, since we are doing it mobile. Our new idea is kind of for you guys to get all the major news, all the major updates in a shorter 10 to 15 minute live stream where we can give you guys all the news, all the information. And then right afterwards, we're going to go ahead and jump into our regular stream style where we'll go ahead and do a big discussion on all the major news. We'll kind of break it down in depth, give you a lot more of our thoughts, our opinions. So guys, let us know what you think in the chat, in the comments once the stream is over. But baby, let's jump straight into it. Yeah, I just want to go ahead and remind you guys again real quick, we can't see your comments in the chat, but thank you so much for every single one of you guys who's joining us right now. We're actually going to go ahead and check out your comments in just a minute. Let's get started with the biggest news of the day.
Yeah, the big thing you broke basically this morning.
That's right, guys. Ezekiel Elliott. So the Second Circuit Court of Appeals basically put an administrative stay on Judge Faya's order.
Yes.
While the court kind of follows through with the appeal. So what exactly does that mean? So basically the administrative stay doesn't mean that they're finding any actual merits in Zeke's case. That means that they're not saying that they think Zeke's case has any weight. They're just saying that there's enough evidence there for the appeal process to properly go through. They're convening a three-judge panel. They're convening a three-judge panel, and they're going to be doing an expedited hearing. So we should definitely have a decision within the next week. The administrative stay just gives Zeke the chance to play while they continue to investigate, because the NFLPA was successful in proving one thing, and that's if Zeke misses games, it could cause him irreparable harm.
Right.
So
that's big. That's huge news.
It lets him play this weekend. That's been pretty well established in courts, in other NFL news and other NFL arguments and things like that. So I'm not surprised that they issued a stay for this one game, guys. Remember, just this one game. He could be suspended again next week. Right. But the three-judge panel is going to be coming to a decision next week. We'll definitely be breaking the news as soon as it happens.
When is that time? It's supposed to be early next week?
Yeah, so they said an expedited hearing, and the only thing we heard was that it's going to be sometime next week. So I guess it could be as soon as Monday. It could be as late as Friday, guys. In the meantime, I'm not sure if that administrative stay applies to next week as well, but I do believe the judges will come to a decision before the next upcoming game, which would be the Falcons game.
Yeah, so at the Falcons, it's a big one.
And because of this, guys, I am going to go ahead and delay my posting of the Ezekiel Elliott video. I will be posting it once this three-judge panel comes to a decision, just because this decision has a big weight on whatever happens with the Zeke case moving forward. So please let us know in the comments below, what do you think of all of this, guys? Right. It's in a crazy ride.
Yeah, again, we're going to switch gears now to something else. But I'm still going to touch base on a couple things regarding this Zeke case, more on the player. He was back today at the facility. What I heard is that as soon as he heard he's got a phone call, he ran right to the facility, he put on sweats, ran to the facility, and or drove there. I'm sorry, but got there quick, really, really fast, and ended up really having a good practice day. He said he's going to be able to coach Jason Garrett and Zeke both say no problem catching up. He's going to spend extra time watching film.
Yeah, and I know he also made kind of a joking comment saying, "Oh well, being suspended was almost good because I got these extra days of rest. I feel refreshed."
Yeah, exactly.
So,
he feels healthy.
You know what? If Zeke has a new set of batteries in him, more power to him. Watch out, Kansas City.
Yeah. Now, there's another thing going around that basically is saying that because Roger Goodell in a letter, it's public, to Zeke and to his team that he would be suspended, during the regular season. The NFL, basically he said he would challenge anything if they try to suspend him during the playoffs based on that letter. While Roger Goodell said, or the NFL, I should say, came out and said that no matter what happens, they can suspend him throughout the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
it's, again, guys, tricky situation. As it continues to develop, we'll be keeping you guys updated. So make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell too. So
right. So, but definitely Zeke is going to challenge that and his team and NFLPA and all that. So they'll be challenging that if there's any kind of issues like that.
All right. And switching gears, guys, let's talk about some of the major injuries that we've been dealing with on the Cowboys team. So starting off with, I think the most important, or at least the one that we've all kind of been waiting for in a way, Chidobe Awuzie. So,
right. I mean, guys, yesterday, that Beasley was basically going to, was limited. Today he was full practice. He's got the green light. I think he was limited technically, but he gave the green light. He's playing, So past the Beasley scare, I guess you could say, with the concussion, and he's officially out of the protocol.
Yes.
So that's good. But, Awuzie, he's been on the practice for the last 3 weeks on the field, on practicing, I should say, but on the sideline rehabbing. Really, he's been on the practice field and he's been doing a lot of work, but not with individual drills, not with team drills. So he's really, it was kind of, once I saw that he wasn't going to be on the field today with the team.
We kind of already knew the writing was on the wall.
Right. So he's been ruled out for this game. And again, guys, I keep saying this: look for him next week. Let's just hope it can continue. Because I mean, he can continue to get better and then improve himself to get into the game. Because I really think he's going to help us a lot.
He was playing really well when we had him in there. I definitely see the potential.
Considering that he's a rookie, that's another big thing. So I agree. Definitely, I think going to be a future key piece to our defense. And now, speaking of our defense, Sean Lee, commenting on Ezekiel Elliott today after the practice, he said that with the return of Zeke, he says we feed off the type of intensity that he plays with. So
again, basically, the defense will definitely 100% benefit from having Zeke out in the game. Just his energy that he brings to the locker room. Right. The whole team feels it.
Yeah. So, and then sticking with the defense, we've got Malik Collins, who was injured. Last week with his foot.
Remember that they, had done some tests, and because those came back negative, he was able to come back. He was limited in practice. He still played against the Redskins, and kind of same thing this upcoming week where he seemed to be practicing all right, but there was still...
He was limited. He was limited at practice, so he's questionable for the game. There's no guarantees in a play. I do predict him to play this game, though.
If he played last week and he's continued to be limited throughout practice, I do expect to see him out there, especially against a team like Kansas City. Definitely a tough game.
And just another player that's going to definitely be out, along with Awuzie, is, of course, Dan Bailey with his groin. Just everybody kind of knew that was coming. So
we'll keep you updated on his injury, though. Yeah. Hopefully we do see him back on the field sooner rather than later.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, and again, that's 2 of our inactives for tomorrow. So we need to have 5 more spots filled. I know Noah Brown is questionable. He might be another one of those spots that didn't get filled. So let me just see here real quick, guys. Because Des Bryant, good to go right there.
Wait.
There we go.
Yeah, but there we go.
Nope. There it goes. Sorry, guys.
All right, sorry, guys. We had a minor technical problem. YouTube decided to freeze on us. Hopefully, you guys can see us. Yep, it looks like we're back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Minor technical problem. Back to these last things. So, again, Des Bryant, DeMarcus Lawrence, Tyron Smith, all good to go. Right. They will be playing.
Right. And, again, guys, Zeke's going to do extra work on the field and extra work with the film and all that stuff to get ready for the Chiefs, guys.
And quick side note, poor McFadden. Yeah, every week, man. He finally thought this was going to be the week. Everyone on fantasies got him in their starting position. What a letdown. But I still expect, for some of our other running backs, of course, to get their hands on the ball and, help Zeke a little bit with that burden.
We're going to still see the usual. Yeah, we're going to see the usual dose of Morris and a little bit of Smith. So we'll see. Now, as far as Zeke, guys, just sticking with that a little bit, I'm jumping around, but I want to say some quotes that he said. And the main one is this. This is bigger than a suspension. It's bigger than football, Elliott said. It's them trying to make me something I am not. I'm not an abuser. That's not who I am. This is my name and this is my reputation. This is something I'm going to have to live with beyond football. Every day is worth fighting.
So, guys, like we said, do not expect Ezekiel Elliott to not fight this to the end. He will absolutely fight this all the way till the last possible legal option. Yeah. And whether he's successful or not, guys, remains to be seen. Obviously, we are very much hoping he is successful.
Yeah, and then he also said that my energy level is high. It seemed like a burst of adrenaline in this team when I came into the locker room. more good news.
So
And Zeke
he has to be feeding off that energy too.
And like Sean Lee said, they are the defense is, but he is, like you said, I think he's ready to, like, he's really speaking more about this. He's being more vocal. That's great news for our Cowboys guys, and the running game and Zeke and the whole team as a whole, with or without him, they're ready. So he also said this is bigger, as I said, bigger suspension. On a side note, jumping back to defense, David Irving, because he played for both the Chiefs and the Cowboys, and he said that the difference between Coach Andy Reid, which is the Chiefs coach, he used to be the Eagles coach before that, way back, and then Garrett, the difference is that Garrett cusses a lot more. He's much more intense in a good way.
I know. I found that very surprising, very hard to believe.
I do too.
But David Irving has spoken. So, other than that, guys, I think I already commented on the fact that Zeke said those extra few days of break were kind of refreshing to him. He feels, more energized, more ready to be back on the field. And to kind of wrap up the final bit of Cowboys news, I hope some of you guys remember we all watched that very penalty-ridden game against the Redskins, but Damian Wilson got called for roughing the passer. So he was actually fined this week $18,231 for roughing Kirk Cousins. So Kirk Cousins is worth a lot of money. But hey guys, that's why you got to play a clean game. I really hope to see our Cowboys play a much cleaner game this time. And to kind of wrap up.
Well, there's one more big piece of NFL news.
Well, to kind of wrap up all of our general NFL news, guys. Finishing off with a little bit of Cowboys, a lot of NFL. Some major controversy around the Colin Kaepernick lawsuit, guys. Some major people have been called in as, key witnesses.
They're getting deposed, and they have to give up like cell phone, text, and
emails, things like that.
Yeah. So and Jerry Jones is the head of the list of this thing. A lot
of it has to do with the owner of the Cowboys.
Right. A lot of it has to do with his connection with Donald Trump, believe it or not. And then, so that's one of those things. Also, Roger Kraft, the New England Patriots owner.
Similar thing there. Because,
with his connection to him,
it's alleged that he either spoke with or met with President Trump.
Well, he did.
The day before, President Trump came out and said something about that the owners wanted to make the players stand for the anthem.
Well, no, it was
basically I don't know.
He said that he didn't want He didn't want NFL owners to pick up NFL owners don't want to pick up Kaepernick because they didn't want to get a nasty tweet from Donald Trump.
You're right.
So that was what Donald Trump said.
Yeah, so it's kind of alluded that the person the owner who said that was Roger Kraft. Like I said,
yeah. So and then the Houston Texans owner, Bob McNair, with his comments about the inmates running the asylum, he said he meant it more of the owners and Roger Goodell. And who knows how that's supposed to be taken, but it sounded more he was trying to refer to the players, and the NFL owners being the running things, and and the players basically running the asylum. So it's something that it's going to be investigated in. There's also other people being I don't say indicted because not that it's more
deposed.
Deposed, yeah, and it's Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll, 49ers owner Jed York. As I said, Kraft, Jerry Jones, McNair. Also, there was another guy here.
Wasn't it the Giants?
Yeah.
There you go. The Giants owner?
Yeah, the Giants owner.
Mara,
yeah. John Mara and another one, Tice or Teese. I don't know. Two guys are out there, It's just like
basically a lot of
10
NFL,
guys, 10 major NFL players in this are
NFL owners.
Well, not all owners. Some are coaches, some are other, executives, but they're all being deposed. And this is, and
again, alleging to the fact that the league was colluding to keep Colin Kaepernick out because of his protests and all of that shenanigans. So,
we'll see what happens.
As the information comes out, like we said, we will definitely be updating you and breaking it down. I hope you guys enjoyed this informative stream. For some of you guys who are just joining us towards the end of this, we're trying something a little bit different here where we give you guys the news in a shorter live stream, about 10 to 15 minutes. And we are going to at least give you guys a shout out right towards the end of the stream. As soon as we're done here, guys, we're going to go ahead, start another stream with our real discussion. That's where we're going to break all of this down. We're going to give you guys our, deep thoughts. We're going to bounce things back and forth and interact with you guys there in the chat.
That's the more interactive.
Sure to join us.
That's going to be the more interactive portions. I mean, someone mentioned this earlier and deleted their post, which I actually wanted to appreciate that because we've been thinking about that for a while, doing something similar to that, and that kind of brought it up today again with us, and we said, let's do something like that. Let's try a little different. So let us know what you think about that. give us a thumbs up. Hopefully if you like it. But
and if you don't, let us know too.
Yeah.
We want to hear,
Comment below.
from you guys.
Yeah.
We want to give you guys the content that you guys would enjoy.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely see how it goes now as we roll over back to our usual way and just kind of more, not really go over the news anymore because this is the news and hopefully most of you guys will
just
be
kind of touch on each topic and, like you said, give our thoughts, opinions, and really just talk with you guys and see how you guys feel.
Guys,
so thank you so much for joining us here with My Cowboys family, guys. And make sure to join our family by hitting like, subscribing, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you guys shortly. And as always,
go Cowboys! Always, baby. We'll be back, guys. Join us soon, right around the corner. Peace.